Hey, this is a common PT exercise called a serratus or a scapular wall slide. So I'm gonna show you my preferred technique and also why we're doing it. So we're gonna start with a light band. And if you feel pain during this, you'll start without a band. But for most people, a light band. I'm gonna get my forearms parallel to each other. I find it can be helpful to make a fist, and then I'm gonna get them parallel. The band's pulling me in. And so a lot of times I'll tell people like, hey, get your forearms parallel, and they'll go here. It's gonna feel like you're pushing your elbows in and your wrist where a watch is out. And then from that position, we're gonna come to a wall. I'm not leaning against the wall, so I'm not putting a ton of pressure. The wall's a guide. I'm gonna brace my core so I don't extend my low back. And then I'm gonna push into the wall with my forearms, almost like I'm trying to push my back away. And I wanna do that without shrugging to my shoulders. So first I'm getting my shoulders away from my ears, pushing away from the wall with my forearms. And then I'm gonna slide up and back down. And then relax. Push away, up, down, relax. Push away, up. You're going as high up as you can without that elbow drifting out. So for me, I get to right about there. I feel a ton of work. I feel my low back wanting to arch. I want to keep that engaged. I feel my elbows wanting to flare out. I want to keep those in. Press up. That's about as high as I can go. Come back down and rest. Okay, so what we're doing with this one is we're getting some rotator cuff function that stabilizes the shoulder, but also some scapular function. So when the arm moves in front of us and overhead, the shoulder blades also have to move up. But what I often see with people with shoulder pain is their shoulder blade doesn't move properly. They just kind of shrug to their ears and they get work, fatigue, sometimes pain up here by the shoulder. And so we're thinking of the shoulder blades starting kind of down away from the ears, and then they're going forward and up. That kind of sequencing is important because if they start up, it's hard for them to go forward. So you need to start down, go forward, that's the push into the wall, and then they can track up and we get some really good motion in the shoulder blade. So 1 or 2 more reps here. I'm gonna come, brace the core, push away, slide up, back down, relax. Push away, slide up. And we wanna feel a lot of work outside of the arm here, as well as kind of in the flank. That's a muscle called the serratus at the top.